Hello there. Wait, hold on. Hello there. How are you today? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another stream with Red Deere. My name is Red Deere. Today we'll be... Well, I was going to say finishing up the drawing with Purah. However, I gave it another once over, the drawing I mean, and I can tell that there's still a lot left to do. So, well, here's the thing. I think no matter what, tomorrow I'm going to, because I realized for 12 streams in a row, I've been working at nothing but this. And while it's been great for the channel, I've noticed, it's not so good for me. But at the same time, I was in a... Hold on, let me walk that back a little. At the same time, I was in a state where all I wanted to do was draw. And so all I have done is draw. But now, I want to do a little more than just draw. Oh well, what can you do? But at the same, I don't want to leave this unfinished at the same time. All right. Without further ado, let's get going. Let's get it started, yeah? Okay. Cool, cool. So we'll just, since I don't know where to go, don't know where to begin, I'm just gonna pick a spot and go for it. Alright, so this is a strange color I picked. I understand that's how it is in the design, but I don't like it. Wait, what? Oops. There we go. Oops. Wait, hold on. That don't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, hold on. Sometimes I have to turn on the driver for my drawing pad manually, because it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't always switch on. There we go. And I can tell right away it's not on by how the pen's too slippery. Yeah. I mean, I would complain more, but I only paid like $40 for this thing. It's okay if it messes up every now and again. I think that's perfectly acceptable if it decides to fart out. It has that right. Now, if I spent like $200, or I had like a Syntec Pro 8, which is like $500 or $1,000 or something like that, and then it did what this thing's doing, I'd be making some serious phone calls. I tell you what. Anyway. Definitely my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of Purah, or this design for Purah, is her eyes. Definitely her eyes. It just conveys this calm, collected person. Stoic, but not uncaring. Did you know that she has the same voice actress as Sakura from Naruto? And she also has the same voice as Tails. The current voice of Tails, Kate Higgins. Pretty cool. Okay, what's going on here? I can't tell if those are portions of hair I didn't color. What is going on? Oh, okay. missing pieces. And bringing back the Purah palette. There we go. Need a clean spot to take from. Let's fill these in. It's good that I catch them now. It's good that I caught them now. Otherwise, I'd have to do it later, and that just wouldn't be any good for me. Hold on, I forgot to tweet. And there's so much good art out there. I'm saying going live. Well, that's not accurate because I'm already live. Alright, that should do. Back to work. Oh, come on. And sometimes the pen will act as though it doesn't stop touching the pad and then everything's all whoa. Sorry about that. I had to demonstrate. Words sometimes are not efficient enough to convey a feeling or what I want to say. Alrighty. I'm just kind of cleaning up while I try and figure out what to attack next. That's how it's been. I know you shouldn't obsess with numbers, but I was looking at my analytics. And I noticed a dramatic plummet in the last VOD after the beginning, the very beginning of the stream. And I figure, yeah, that's fine. That's typical. It happens all the time. But it was strange. Very strange. People would click on it and then get disappointed it doesn't start right away and then leave. It's like, what do you expect? It's a stream. There's gotta be some build up to it. Just skip ahead. Fast forward. Although I do have to admit, I don't do that. Especially if there's an ad in the beginning. I'm not staying for that. An unskippable 30-second ad? No way. I'm out. I don't care how entertaining you would have been. You could have been my next favorite person, but the ad was too long. So I feel that. There we go. That'll do. So I've been dipping my toes in the Tears of the Kingdom subreddit because I feel I've reached a point in the game where I've pretty much seen everything. You know, major things. I have enough of the Dragon Tears to know major things. So I dipped my toes in there. And what I was surprised to find, obviously not spoilers, that much I expected. But I'm surprised at how many people are actually against people who like Purah. Now, I will understand. Some people take it a little too far. Like, they're just way too horny. They're too horny. Some horny is okay. You know? It's what keeps us alive as a species, to be interested in sex every now and again. Or, you know, constant drive doesn't hurt anyone. It's when you are unable to control it or contain it, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when you should probably learn some restraint. Like, I understand you wanna, I appreciate you practicing your freedom, but maybe show a little bit of restraint. Never hurt anyone. Trust me. So that just surprised me as well. Oh, and what surprised me more than the amount of horny was the people against... Wait, hold on. I'm losing track of what I said. What did I say? Ah, crap. Anyway, I'm going to go on as if I started talking about what I eventually talked about. Yeah, okay, you get it? You're going to understand what I mean in a couple seconds. 3, 2, action. I'm surprised at how many people are against the people who like Purah. Like, I understand the ship wars and all that. That's gonna happen. But my god. You know, not everybody likes Zelda. Not everybody likes this incarnation of Zelda. So they're gonna be after other people. And it's completely fine if you like Zelda. No one's gonna call you vanilla. Except for me, maybe. No, I'm kidding. She's a solid lady. This time around. Really coming to her own. But I will say, and cover your ears, this is a spoiler. If you haven't been to Hateno Village. Alright, ready? Here it comes. I'll say it like really fast. Like skip ahead 15 seconds. Ready? Go. She steals the house. She steals Link's house. Unbelievable. And I mean, yeah, she's made great contributions to the kingdom, but what has she done for Link? You know what I mean? I understand the hero is not entitled to the affection of the person she's saving. Well, then why does Zelda all of a sudden become entitled? She gets the same treatment, does she not? She is the savior. Oh crap, wrong layer. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Not a. I don't know. I don't like the reflective effect on the glasses. I think I'm going to reattempt it. Just simplify it. So what I'll do is I'm not going to get rid of the layer. I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to get my transparent brush, transparent watercolor, and I'm going to do this. Actually, no. Oh, no. We'll put it just outside where her eyes are. Make it like a triangle. No, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, my stomach. It hurts. Oh my god. Now her glasses don't really reflect in the game, do they? They pretty much have anti-glare. I'll put something along the lines of this. No, never mind. It doesn't need this. Glasses. Her glasses don't need that. Although that would be nice. Let's try a different color. No, not bright enough. Oh my goodness, my gut. Alright, you know what? I'll be right back. Oh, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there's something wrong with my gut. I don't know if it's the water or what I had for lunch. I'm not sure. But yeah, I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. I survived. Sorry. Sorry. I should be more mindful of my pre-stream meals. Okay. Well, you can get the picture from what Taco was talking about. Taco Papa. I pretty much summarized all you really need to know. Not pleasant. That's all you need to know. Unpleasant things happened. So how about the new, change of topics here. How about the new Fortnite season, huh? Have any of you had a chance to play that? The jungle. I read some leaks that they were already testing the next chapter before this season even started. So that just screams to me filler. This one's filler. They're already mentally checked out. And they just want this chapter to end so they can go on to the next. That really sucks. Because I thought this chapter had some more potential to it. But I'd say outside of the beginning of it, it was really boring. Like after the chapter that added Halsey, it's been downhill. I mean, after the season that added Halsey, which was the very first one, it's been downhill. I can't even remember the last one. And it just ended. I can't remember what it was called. It added like a Cyberpunk Japan. But my problem is they didn't go all in with the aesthetics. Like I love Cyberpunk. I love the Cyberpunk aesthetic. And I love Japanese culture. So on paper, that season should have been perfect for me. But it wasn't. Because they didn't go all in on the designs. Or the aesthetics or anything. And then the city they added was so barren and boring. Uninteresting. It had so much potential. But then it seemed like they were afraid to really commit to any one direction. Because again, you still have to appeal to the normie crowd. Somehow. And I think that really killed their avenue for creativity. Oh, I still had some fun with that season. It wasn't all bad, I will admit. Anyway, so this new season's very, I guess as the kids say, mid. 2 mid seasons in a row. Pretty disappointing, I will say. But what can you really do? Shoot. It's the wrong shade of red. There we go. Ah, okay. I was using the wrong one. Oh. Back to calm, silent. Okay, nobody's here. So I've been playing this game, see? Off stream, see? This particular game about a robot girl. You see? It's an indie game of a particular genre that you cannot stream on YouTube because it's surprisingly good. It's the only reason I bring it up. Now, no, I am not an expert in anything in this genre because I prefer to stay as far away from it as possible personally, because I don't find it that interesting. You go in, you see the girls take off their clothes, they sex, and then boom. That's it, you're done. You do what you need to do while they do what they have to do, I guess. And then that's it. But this one's different. This game's different, see? It's got a story, social commentary, satire, set in the cyberpunk future, cyberpunk dystopian future. Interesting characters, interesting things to do, fascinating dialogue. It's got substance, see? Substance. It's not just a porn game. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say it outright like that. Oops. Alright, changing topics. I'm not gonna say what it is. I don't want you guys looking for it. You're just gonna have to go off of my description. About what this dystopian setting is and how you obtained this robot girlfriend. You know, on that topic of robots and AI, they're making a lot of advancements on replicating the human face and how it emotes using technology. It's got a long way to go, but the fact that it's made such progress means one day in our lifetimes, it's gonna get there. We're gonna see it, my friends. And then, another thing is AI. If the rumors are true, about AI, and it actually is gaining some kind of sentience and self-awareness, that means eventually somebody's gonna put a version of that in bodies. And then one day we're gonna be able to have an actual robot SO. Just imagine that. Now, it won't be cheap. Even if they're mass produced, they won't be cheap. I don't know how real human sentiment is. Because on one hand, in movies that deal with AI, they always depict the humans as distrustful of the AI, destructive, and they want to destroy the AI, the robots, I mean. But then, in reality, you'll always get people who are sympathetic to the robots. and feel hurt and pain whenever they see the robots being tormented or ripped apart. So I think, naturally, of course, there will always be people who stand against them. Anything strange and new and different. It's just racism under a new name as far as I'm concerned. However, that will also mean there will be people who stand with the robots, with the machines. Will that be the end of humanity if we all just started getting together with robots? Maybe. Maybe. But we had a good run, right? We had a good run. I mean, are the machines going to be really all that different from us? Because when you conquer a land, not only do you inherit its resources, but you also inherit its problems. And so let's say machines actually do take over the world. There are no more humans. Well, guess what? They've got our mess to clean. Our debt, our lack of places to live, and how are they going to take care of one another? They're going to need specialized machines. They're going to need specialized resources to replace their components. Well, who decides who gets what kind of component? Will there be freedom? Will machines be allowed to do whatever they want to, or will they have to answer to an overlord? What kind of existence is that? Let's say there is an overlord, but then something happens where the overlord malfunctions. Then what? Everyone's answering to someone who doesn't exist. But then everyone is not programmed to, secede. So then the machines just stay put? Let's say they do have freedom. Would they really be all that different from humans? You distrust every machine, but wouldn't they become just as unpredictable as people? It works. Now this is a separate layer. This is a separate layer here. Need to clean that up, like really bad. Need to clean this line up real bad. How to approach? How did that happen? Gosh darn it. That complicates things. How about I do this? Then I go to the dark layer here. And I do this. Shoot. Wrong color. I mean, wrong layer. Man, it's such a mess. I need to clean all this up. Back to the skirt. Okay. Let's add a little shine to this one. Oh, my nose is itchy. start with the bright yellow. Something like that. Use a blending tool. I keep looking at the chat thinking somebody had come, but then it's just the mod, my papa. And those are old messages. Oh. Sorry, my nose is very itchy on the inside. So I have to use a tissue to scratch. I had to scratch. Alright, so I have a confession. I am currently, at the moment, job hunting. That's right, guys. I am in between jobs. I have been in between jobs since I graduated college. That's not from a lack of trying. To get employed, I mean. I've submitted applications to pretty much every business in town. And it doesn't seem like anybody wants me. It's kind of ironic, don't you think? I have a sneaking suspicion it's because of my diploma, my college degree. That's supposed to get me in the door. It's supposed to open the door. It's not supposed to shut them all. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody's playing a cruel, sick joke on me. So I've been living with my parents, pretty much burning through my savings, doing things here and there to prevent my savings from burning up completely. I'm not saying you should feel sorry for me, I'm just telling you, hey, I'm not just doing things for the stream, I'm doing things off stream. I really am keeping busy as much as I can. But I don't have formal employment at the moment. I am hunting. I'm still hunting. I have been for the past couple of years. It's just that I've made the decision to ramp it up a little. Yep, I've been living at home. You know, I have no friends from my school days anymore. I wasn't always fond of them. And I've told you the story about how pretty much as soon as I graduated, everybody just kind of stopped talking to me. Life happens. I have made some kind of effort, but I will admit I didn't really try that hard to stay connected. Since I've been out of a job for a while, I haven't had coworkers to connect with for a very long time. So that, you know what that means? And I'm not in training either. But I'm not in education. You know what that means. I am a NEET. I can deny it no longer. I didn't want to have to come. I did not want it to come to this. The circumstances have left me no choice. This is not something to be proud of. It just kind of worked out that way. I forgot to take the thing off the screen again. How long has it been there? Gosh darn it. Because I looked to put it back and I never took it off. Gosh darn it. So yeah, I'm having a time. It's not a bad time, not a hard time. Just, you know, I'm having a time. I can't stress this enough. I'm not garnering sympathy. I don't need it. I'm just telling you. I'm going to be upfront about this. Because I feel like that's the best way to be for certain things. Anyway, I'll pick right back up. I have to go get my laundry out of the laundry machine. I'll be back. Sorry for so many interruptions to this stream. That's just the way it works out sometimes. I don't like it, but I understand it's really outside of my control and there's very little to nothing I can do. All right, I'll be right back. Take care. Oh no, I'll be back. Don't go. I'm back. Again. Yeah, I'm still, it was just my bed sheets. They were already in the dryer. My mom put them in the dryer for me. Very nice. Uncharacteristically nice, but you know, she has her moments when she's not in a bad mood. Which is nice. It's always nice. Shoot. It's a different layer. Eyedropper. Alright, so I have to give you guys words of wisdom. If you are unemployed, it is not wise to spend your money. Not wise to spend money you don't have. And it's not wise to spend money that's not going to come back. Because when you have a income, money that you spend comes back when you work. But if you do have to, or you are, because eventually you're going to spend, you have to be very conscious of what you spend it on. Now, I'm lucky. I could move back in with my parents. I wasn't exactly living in luxury. But this is nice in comparison. Oh, I mean, sorry, I'm not exactly living in luxury, but this is nice in comparison. My brother pretty much had to use my car, though. He does have a job. And I figured he needed it more than I did. He needs it more than I do, so what the hell. Especially at the moment. And it's not really technically mine. My parents bought it for me while I was in college. They were going to transfer the title over to me until I had to move back. But I have learned this. It's not a sign of shame when you have to move back. It's a sign that you need help. And it's a sign you needed assistance and you took the steps to do it. Because the alternative was to go homeless. And if you have the opportunity to avoid that, I think you should. Because homelessness is a very difficult thing to overcome. Society just doesn't treat you like a person. And then politicians, you will always be a talking point. But they will never, ever do anything about your situation. Because the moment they do, they won't have anything to brag about or campaign about. That's the truth. I don't mean to get political here. I really don't. This is the last time I'm going to do it, but this is the truth. In the United States, it's a serious problem. I don't think very many people do anything about it. I used to volunteer at homeless shelters, soup kitchens. The happiness in their eyes when they receive a meal. It doesn't matter who they are. It's something I carry with me. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It just sobers me knowing that that's probably the very first time. That's probably the only time they get to smile like that. That's enough. That's enough. So I'm very, very grateful right now, knock on wood, that I don't have to do that. I don't have to be that way. I get to do this. I have the opportunity, the chance to do this. What I am doing right now. At this very moment. It's not making money. I'd rather it did, but it's okay that it's not. This is mostly here to keep me busy. That was the goal of the channel. Shit. That was always the goal of my channel. Not only give a place for people to relax, de-stress, but also give me the chance to stay busy. Because it's true, idle hands, they're the devil's workshop. You'll end up doing nothing if you let yourself. That is not the right color. Let's try this. Another thing I've learned is that sometimes when faced with hardships, the only thing you can really control is your attitude toward it. You don't let hatred or vengeance consume you. You certainly don't let yourself just be defeated. You have to find a way to get stronger, or at the very least, find a way to prevent yourself from getting weak. You want to maintain who you were before you faced the hardship. Sometimes that's just not possible. So you have to become better. You have to adapt. Find a way to stay strong or to get stronger. You have to believe in yourself. It's not an exaggeration when people tell you to never lose hope. It is a very powerful thing to have. And once you lose it, it is a very difficult thing to get back. Don't lose hope. You can do this. I believe in you. I mean that genuinely. I have no idea who you are. I don't know where you're from. I don't know when or where you're watching this. But know that I believe in you. It's really, really not an exaggeration or a lie when I say that you really can do whatever you want to. Whatever you're facing, no matter what it is, you can do it. You've been through worse. You've been tested and you've lasted. You're going to wither this storm, I promise you. And you're going to come out of it better. Don't lose hope, my friend. Do not lose hope. Okay? Okay, good. Good. Now go get some water. That soda's bad for you. The best energy drink is sleep. You should get some. Trust me. Trust me. There's no better energy drink than sleep. If you don't need caffeine in the first place. You know, sometimes you can't help it. I've also found that you need to eat. You need to find a way to get yourself to eat. Because if you don't eat, you're gonna get miserable. You're gonna find yourself very, very unhappy. Even if it's junk food, like pizza or hot dogs, Something like that. Doesn't matter. Get something in your stomach, man. You need food. If you don't eat, you're just gonna feel worse. You have to just get it. You just have to tell yourself, I need to eat. I know depression can have you lose your appetite, but you need some nourishment. It's gonna help you. I promise you. It's gonna be better for you. Now I'm just a Deere man on the internet. I don't know everything. There is a significant amount of things I do not know. Significant. But there are things that I do know. And it's that you need to eat food. You need something. Oh, and drink water. That's the real adult drink. Okay, I'm gonna put away my soapbox. Goodbye. Goodbye, soapbox. Bye-bye. I said go away! Stupid soapbox. Okay, go. Yeah, those are all the things that I started thinking about since I started playing that game that I talked about earlier. It's had me contemplating existence. And how badly I want a robot girlfriend. What the? Oh, the food processor. Yeah, my mom's making salsa. She gathers the ingredients and she makes it by hand. And then she crushes it inside of like a stone bowl. The ingredients, I mean. And then she puts it in a food processor. For good measure. It's really good. I don't know her exact recipe, but it's very delicious. Quite delicious indeed. Oh wait, hold on. The crease would be here, not there. There. I'm using too large a brush. Alright, come on. Sometimes my pen just won't show up. On the toolbar. That's how I know something went wrong. I'll give it a couple taps. Gentle taps. I don't want to ruin the machinery inside. Oh, right. I got an email. Well, not really an email. I was checking the shipping times. And it turns out my Nendoroid's coming in today. My Flare Nendoroid. So that makes me very happy. What doesn't make me happy is the fact that there's a possibility it's coming in before my Figma. And I really hope the Figma is coming in at the exact same time. Like they're coming together. That would be really nice. Because it says it's out for physical delivery. And I get my mail at around a couple hours from now. So it's very exciting that it's coming in today. Very nice. It's a Flare. The Flare Nendoroid. I think I've talked about it in the past. I think the next time I draw, I'm going to draw a VTuber. A fellow VTuber. Although I have been a little bit leery about drawing HoloLive members on my stream. So I think I'll just stick to indies for now, till I get braver. I know HoloLive isn't really a stickler and that sort of thing. And as long as I'm not like drawing her sucking, you know, cucumbers, I should be fine. Yeah? Yeah. You see, that's the funny thing about YouTube. You can depict hyper-realistic... You can have videos of hyper-realistic gore and violence in a video game. But the moment you say... Oh, I don't have a soundboard. The moment you say female reproductive organ or male reproductive organ, oh no. You get the stick. You get whacked. Have you ever paid attention to how many euphemisms there are to allude to having sex? Because when I said a whacking stick, you get whacked with a stick, made me think of something. Maybe it's just because I'm working on Purah's skirt that I start thinking about that sort of thing. It's weird. You know, it's really strange because I'm not usually this kind of what is it? I don't usually talk about these sorts of things. I was convinced that my horny just dried up. And it just wasn't something that was gonna happen for me anymore. I accepted that. Then I had a good night's sleep. And it all changed. Really weird. Really weird. I'm not the first VTuber to admit that he's a certain way. Every now and again. But I mean, like, there are some people who are hopelessly slave to their genitals type of horny. Those are the people who deserve our sympathy. You know, I thought about becoming a postman. But then there's, I think if I wasn't streaming, I would try to submit my resume and take the exams or whatever. But I want to do this too. And if I become the postman, I'd only have Sundays off and the rare holiday. And there aren't very many holidays where I'm living. So that means I wouldn't get very much time off. Or very much time to stream. So I would have to say that's not an option. Because at the very least, I want to be able to do this on the side. And if I have to completely put it on hold, that's just not an option anymore. Maybe at some point it was, but it isn't anymore. Can't really tell where the finger holes are for this instrument. It just kind of looks like this. I have to go through the hand here to maintain the illusion that she really is holding it. You know, I remember back in the day when YouTube poops were still a thing. My brother and I watched Mo Brothers Studios a lot. His poops were top tier. It was funny. His stuff was funny. It was really good. But he had a lot of haters. You know, haters are haters. Whenever somebody's successful, there's always going to be people who want to tear them down. Parasitic leeches. It's pathetic. That's reality. People jealous of those who are able to do what they cannot. Not because they lack a certain ability, but because they lack the motivation and tenacity to obtain the ability. Anyway. He let the haters get to him, Mo Brothers. And so when he called it quits, he left like a mocking video. So at the end of the day, the haters won. Because he left in such a way that it made the longtime viewers like my brother and I feel disrespected. Like we weren't valued as much as the haters. All that mattered to him was that people hated his videos and that he needed to get back at them. And he never really seemed to take a moment until it was too late to really appreciate the people who had supported him. It's a shame. But it is what it is, really. Nothing I can do about it. I remember at the time feeling a sense of, so that's how he goes out. And I started feeling, well, I liked him. My brother liked him. We got a lot of joy out of his creations. He put a lot of work and effort into his stuff. And then he just makes some condescending remarks in the video, and away he went. Poof. Never to be heard from again. I figured that was it. No reason to stay anymore, since he didn't seem to really like us. And then we unsubscribed. I don't know if he's ever coming back, or if he already has. I don't know. I haven't really thought about him until today. And all absurdity. Very strange how that happens. Sometimes you're just working on something and then something will jab your memory and away you go. You remember everything. Alrighty, I'm gonna finish this up right here. Hour and a half is a good amount of time, given the way my stomach is. got a stream I need to plan tomorrow. Because I don't know if I'm going to keep drawing Purah tomorrow. I think I might take a break. But then at the same time, I don't know what I'm going to do. There's something I would like to play, but I can't play it on stream. I'm not playing Fortnite this season. Unless something like absolutely spectacular happens, I'm just not going to play Fortnite until next season. Or the next chapter. Because I just don't feel motivated to play it enough. Never mind stream it. Unfortunately, yeah. This is all I have the energy for today. Oh, shoot. Today's my anniversary. Today is my 6-month, half-year anniversary. And I have absolutely nothing planned. Didn't make any announcements, didn't draw anything. It is simply a day that arrived, whether I was ready for it or not. I had no idea it was today. Oh yeah, December 12th, 2022. I debuted. I think when my model was finished back in, I want to say August of last year, I did a little bit of marketing, but then I realized I will reach a point where all I do is market. And not to bash anybody, I don't mean to, but there are a lot of V-tweeters, people who accumulate a following without ever having to debut. I would say kudos to you. I wish I had your prowess and your ability to accumulate followers who will watch your streams like you did, but then also curse you, because how were you able to get such a following without ever debuting? That is amazing. Please tell me your secrets. Please, 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 please. I figured I'd become one of those, and I didn't want to be one of those. With all due respect, of course. I didn't want to be like you. I wanted your following, but I didn't want to be the way you were. Never debuting, ever. There's nothing wrong with it. You do it when you're ready. But you know, sometimes, even when you're not ready, you still got to do it. Because you may never be ready until after you've done it. That's the thing. That's what I discovered. If I waited any longer, I was never, ever going to do it. And so I did it. I debuted. There's a German guy there, says hello from Germany, if I recall correctly, and no one else. I played Knights of the Old Republic, and then the video got copyright claimed by Disney. Because there was something I didn't know about. The very intro of Star Wars sets off the copyright claims from Disney. Just stupid, but that's the truth. And then, my own debut. My very first stream. Disney declares war on me. And I've been having fun ever since. Very small progress. Very small. But progress all the same. I think I had 9 subscribers before my debut. I now have 20, thankfully. Hopefully nobody leaves. Please don't leave. I got lots of cool stuff ready. Please, please, please. I achieved my goal of getting 10. I can't remember my goals, but I do know I achieved them all. Almost. Except for the monetization one, and make clips of my channel. Or clips of my streams. There is one that's in the works, but it is of input 6. That game scares me. Just looking at Mayday's face, thinking of Mayday's face, sends chills down my spine. I mean, right now, my hairs are standing up. but it has to be done because that stream was fun and a lot of people watched it again and again and again. So it's only logical to clip that one, and then I'll clip with other streams too. Very well then. All right. Wow. Happy anniversary to me. This drawing's pretty close to finished. I think the next time I stream will be the last time I draw Purah. I mean, the last time I work on this particular Purah drawing. I'm gonna call it finished. I'm gonna post it on my Twitter. And then I'm gonna move on. Maybe the next time. Maybe I got 2 or 3 more streams before I finish. There's still a lot to do. This is looking pretty good so far, if I do say so myself. Okay, well, I'll see you guys. And then I guess tomorrow? I don't know where I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but there will be a stream tomorrow. Hope to see you guys there. Good afternoon. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye-bye.